Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And we're going to be checking out my Week 4 vault because it is the start of Week 5. And I can see a wild howling in the background there. I hope he got everything he wanted and more on his evoker. Maybe he'll check this video out too. Anyway, let's wave at him. Hello. Anyway, we are starting off Week 5. We have the Week 4 vault. I unfortunately did not get all 3 slots available to me for Mythic track items from Mythic Plus. We only did 4, but we did manage to do a plus 10 and timed that for the first time this last week. So congratulations to Odwin and also to, I believe, Barry for getting their portal in Halls of Infusion. So, all right, enough chitter chatter. Let's check it out. Got Marksman Hunter. Okay, we got 3 spots for Heroic Raid. We got 2 spots that are going to actually count for Mythic Plus. Hoping for, an item we can put through the Catalyst, or maybe even a belt, since the belt, or gloves. Gloves is what I want because I have champion track gloves. All right, so I'm going to do the meme thing. Going to cover it up, and here we go. So first up, we have a chest piece from Raid, so it's a hero track chest piece. Okay. We have indestructible legs. Okay, not bad, but I mean, we have Mythic track. And then we have a cloak, which I'm pretty sure I may have got in my vault a couple times now. All right, so this item doesn't matter, which is a bottle of Spiraling Winds. We knew that wasn't going to matter because it was just going to be heroic item level veteran track. So, all right, here we go. The 2 options. The first one is chess piece. Okay, I actually think did I pick up chess piece last week? No, I didn't. So the chess piece would work just fine. Or we have boots. All right. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be picking up these boots here. I'm going to tell this guy I can make this real fast. Perfect. But I have 522 boots, which I should go see what I can get from the Catalyst. Or the chess piece. So those are still 2 quality upgrades for me. I'm going to pick one of those 2 and figure it out. I think I have 515 boots and I have a heroic fully maxed out chest piece. So a Mythic track will be a BIS item at that point. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week. I hope you guys get everything you need in your vault. But I'm going to throw it over to Future Me and see how we did for the week. And here we are at the end of another week, and this was Week 5. And this is going to be a little bit shorter than most of these other videos in this series, just because I didn't do a ton this week. In fact, I was very busy at work and in real life, getting ready to be gone this next weekend. So because of that, I did a little bit of mop remix, but I did a few keys, helped some people get Keystone Master. So congratulations to Fenwig on getting Keystone Master for Season 4. But we did manage to get a few things, so let's talk about those real fast. So my guild did just absolutely zoom through Aberrus. I did manage to get 2 8 or higher keys done, so I'm going to at least get 1 myth track item. Maybe I'll roll the bones and get something really good, but I'm also absolutely fine with just getting tokens this next week, so that'll be 2 sockets if that ends up happening. So I have something in the vault. I am kind of looking forward to just dealing with the tokens because those are still going to be an upgrade for my rings. And speaking of rings, so we do have a brand new bullion item that's going to be purchasable this next week. That's either going to be the Filial Band, which is more than likely what I'm going to pick, or it's going to be maybe the Sarkareth Cloak. It's to the point now where you're kind of just min-maxing at this point, because I already have some of my BIS items like Nelthrax. I have several Myth Track tier pieces. I've got that Diurnus Chosen Ring. I even have the Neltharian's Call to Dominance. It's not the 535 one, so that'll eventually be something I purchase. But I did purchase that Ashes of the Ember Soul last week. Realized I still don't even have that pumped up. Like, this is how behind I am. I'm over 200 Aspect Crests behind. So I could pretty much max out the rest of my gear this next week if I really push some keys. So it'll be a fortified week, so maybe I do that. But you can also have a new crafted piece of gear. It was actually as of this week. I didn't end up getting that quest completely done. I'll probably do it here in the next 20 minutes or so before I go to bed. But I would upgrade your second blue silk lining item if you're going to be playing a lot of Mythic Plus. Actually, I think this is the 3rd item you can do at this point anyway. So adaptive Dracathus Armguards are always a very safe pick, or your double blue silk lining. I have my blue silk linings on cuffs, or my wrists, and then also my neck. And then for my adaptive wrist guards, I bet you guys won't believe it, they're going to be on my wrists. So this was a pretty chill week. It was actually a really good week to push, which is kind of frustrating because it was the Volcanic Sanguine Tyrannical week. I did manage to get a few points, not much, so I'm up to 2283. My goal will probably be 2500. Look at this Nelthorus. I still have hardly next to no points in there. So that should have been something I prioritized this week. I didn't, but next week will be the Fortified week, and I have nothing on the board, and I still am over 2200. So that is pretty nice. But this next week, what I'm going to focus on is replacing this belt, since it's still a champion piece. Finally replace the gloves. Purchase a new bullion item that's most likely going to be the Filial Band ring, and if I do purchase that, which is a heavy mastery ring, I do lose a ton of crit. So I'm going to move a lot of my items around in my build, at least for some of these crafted items, for example, or the belt doesn't have any crit on it, so making sure I'm looking for a belt, or maybe even craft a belt that will have crit on it. Same way for my back piece. So there's quite a few options that I have still at my disposal. Or like Bo was talking about in my Discord, maybe you go and you pick up the Fyrak crit trinket at the Augury and see what you can do with that. I know that he has been seeing some of his friends have some pretty crazy numbers since we crit so much at this point in the expansion and the tier for that matter. But that's really kind of it. I had a quick week, and I hope to get back to it this coming week. I will be gone most of this weekend though, so I'm going to have to front load everything. I might be streaming Raid tomorrow night. It just kind of depends on when we get started, because we have been starting super early, and we're already 3/4 the way done before I show up, or I get my stream set up, or that sort of thing. So we'll see what happens. But as you can see, looking at the DPS meter down here, Marksman Hunter is doing really well. I find it a little bit frustrating since we're not doing as many keys, and Marksman Hunter, in my opinion, isn't a really fun spot. We might be super squishy, but you can see all those big numbers, and it's a lot of fun. But that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Best of luck to you in your vaults, whatever you get. I hope you get something that you're after. And be sure, if you are in my Discord, to share those pictures of the vault, what's in the box, with everybody else. Look forward to seeing all those shiny new boxes tomorrow. But that's it for me. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.